Yes, Donald Trump. I have seen a small clip of Donald Trump saying, I am president, you are not. Um, I wonder if Donald Trump know the context of the depth of his word as far as crumbling his head in feces in Giuliani's butt. You would wonder who he speaks for, saying, I am president, you are not. When the fragrance of the entire planet, those who plant the fields eat from the fields. He eats from the fields of labor by the needy and the poor. The entire nations of the West. You would wonder who he's speaking to in front of all the children of the Almighty on earth. You would wonder a little boy, a cockabilly like Donald Trump, the Abrahamic Jew, have made into a serpent. It is a depth of immorality and a shameful travails of ordeal for him in the pages of history. He needs some redemption. He needs some redemption. He needs help. You would wonder the practical wisdom for 119 years on the alphabets and the love of the children of the Almighty and the wealth of the past. When you consider the system of government, when you consider the word Babylon, when you consider the word colonialism, when you consider the word the forensic psychological profile of the devil, just the travails of history that have taken this world into war. Now, Babylon. Colonialism is what the West is called. Its foundation is the good news and the alphabets of love and the translation of the good news. And more so, it only honors a presence here that everyone who seeks what is called a better way of life share in the integrity of what have birthed the West through colonies. Colonialism is a system of external domination. The United States and every nation in the Western Hemisphere have gone through that system. It is a Babylon system means the system that breaks the hope for heaven's citizenship. Colonialism was one of those things. As far as Sir George Washington, taxation without representation. So the poor children of the Almighty, now they wonder a planet as far as East Coast, West Coast, and would think this world is flat. Only as far as the word Babylon system to be used, they understand it not in the context. You say Babylon system, they say yeah man. They think, well, it constitutes what is an activity. Yes, it constitutes an activity for those who have been singing music. As far as using the word ras, it means prince. It means prince, as it is written, say princes of Dan, princes of Judah. And pretty much the Heavenly Father had defined the context of the face of the clock in this word, as far as the tabernacle and the fruits of wisdom and the governance of our elders is concerned. That is the book of Numbers. Yes, indeed. So as far as using the word Babylon, and using the word colonialism, which is one and the same. It is only a system of government. So when you say a few of the children of the Almighty would think the world is flat, East Coast, West Coast, they see someone as far as the heart of the Amazon, well, the heart of the Americas, and they wonder at detached sense. Only that every nation here was a colony, and it is time for heaven's citizenship. For we embrace the pages of history. This is high school literature. What is colonialism? A system of external domination. Sir George Washington says, taxation with representation. You would wonder now of the house of Satan and the desecration of our house of laws by the cult system of toys within the court system that says in God we trust, by alphabets and constitution written by the Heavenly Father. Now, yes indeed, in this accord, it is time for heaven's citizenship. It is time. The world is one. And that of, having pilgrimage every year and dishonoring the fragrance of those who have contributed in making this, in building wealth that deserve a fair share in the economy. And it should be extended across the planets. When I say the four coordinates of the planet and the gates of love, the faces of the clock, they are defined in that context. 12 lunar calendars and the fragrance that births time. It is time for heaven's citizenship, and it is now. So I only hold in good thought now to define the hope for heaven's citizenship. The word minority. When you wonder the fragrance in God we trust to constitute a court system in the year 2019, dishonoring the law to love thy neighbor as thyself, coining words minority among the children of the Almighty, who deserve a fair share in the economy. That system, it must be abolished. So that word, that is Babylon system. It is a system that needs restructuring. For now, it is time for heaven's citizenship. And it is easily done. For the law is there, 10 laws. Do not convict your neighbor. And just honor the integrity that everyone eat from the fields and the fragrance of good light that have contributed to the structure of society. And that is the flags of the heavens. And that is the foundation laid by the founding father. Every wise man will honor the integrity of the light, for it is the way of the dawn. So I embrace good tides. I will save this recording this evening.